Now to an exclusive story from our partner Signal Cleveland, who took a close look at a new or possibly renovated Cleveland Brown Stadium and its cost to taxpayers. Signal Cleveland's managing editor Mark Naymik and our old pal who joined us here was with us for a few years here at Channel 3. He's back with us today. Mark, good to see you.
Always glad to be here to talk news.
When Cleveland Brown Stadium was built in 1998, it was $289 million. Where did that money come from, and what does this mean now?
Well, what it would cost at the time was $350 million to taxpayers right now. And where the money came from was from things like the alcohol and cigarette sin tax, the parking fees that you pay, the taxes on admissions to events. Those things really changed the flow of money. Some of it also came from the general fund, which really is income tax. So all of it is taxed. That cost has been $350 million and counting.
Okay, what does all that cover, the $289 million? What would that cover?
Yeah, that is the finance. So remember, when you buy a house, you're paying a lot of money in interest. So that includes the financing, the building, and then really the maintaining of that stadium, which includes some major renovations, but also stuff like crumbling concrete and the infrastructure, the electrical and things like that have to be replaced 20 years in.
What have team owners put in? We're talking about some billionaire owners here. What have they put in?
We've had two owners since that stadium was built, the Lerners, Al Lerner, and at the time he put in about $110 million. That included a little extra money for escalators that he wanted that was not part of the original plan. The Haslams bought the team in around 2012, and they have put in $154 million, a lot of that coming in that last renovation in 2013-14. And that, of course, included things that did enhance the revenues like larger scoreboards and other, but a fairly significant amount. But again, none of that is against the $350 million that the city and the public has put in.
Okay, now the price tag here. How much do we expect a renovated or possibly new stadium to cost? And what is the city saying about its willingness to pay?
You're right. That figure is a wide range, and this is for a renovation only, $600 million to $1 billion.
That's for just renovation only?
That's a renovation. That figure's kind of getting kicked around a little bit behind the scenes. Most people seem to be working with that. The city has not said what they'll spend the money, or whether they're willing to put in, how much of that. But a lot of it will come down to what development around the lakefront is done and who controls that, because that could produce additional revenue for the city and/or for the team owners. We keep hearing a little bit about the land bridge. That's to cross over those tracks that lead right on into the stadium. That could become a part of this puzzle, but no hard figures yet. But the crazy thing is, our reporter, Nick Castele, who did this story, he also found out that the city didn't have a working figure. In the middle of negotiations, they couldn't even really say how much the current stadium has cost the public.
A great job. We were talking about this. Jerry World down in Dallas cost $1.6 billion in 2009. So something like that to be built now, we're talking crazy money.
And
crazier money.
Did you tell me those big stadiums are also seeing renovations already?
Already.
So it's an arms race. It's hard to keep up.
All right. Good to see you, Mark. Thank you so much.